So, you have seen GTA 6 trailer 2 probably a dozen times by now. In this video, we are diving into 60 small details you might have completely missed. I'm going to cover things that I didn't even catch in my original breakdown that I made after the trailer dropped. Now, just a heads up, I'll be skipping a few scenes where there is nothing new or interesting to say, and I won't repeat details from the first video. In the very first shot of the trailer we can see an ice cream van, and it's definitely an easter egg to original Vice City game, because in the original Vice City we could buy a property from a crazy old woman and we could drive around the town in an ice cream van selling ice cream to random NPCs on the street. In this shot we can also see Brian's marina and boatworks. If you don't know, Brian is the character who is going to be giving us missions, and it's his hangar where boats are being repaired and some dark legal operations are taking place. Then we can also see a blimp which is called Fat Albert. It's a real thing in Florida. It serves as a radar platform for detecting low-flying aircraft, basically for detecting drug smuggling operations. In the second shot on Jason's house, we can see a basket for basketball, so it obviously hints that basketball is going to be a playable game in GTA 6. Then just look at the car that Brian drives. It's Vapid Caracara, and just look at the details. The dirt is amazing and super realistic. Right here it seems to me that we can actually see a butterfly that is stuck in Spider's web. But to be honest, after close observation I started to think that it's just a crack in wooden planks behind the spider's web, but I still believe that it is a butterfly. And if it is a butterfly, it is a cool feature. There is a lot of fan speculation going on about this one. Everybody and even big creators are saying that this is Michael's boat, the one that was stolen in a mission where we had to help Jimmy. It looks exactly like it, and it definitely was intentional. But I don't think that Jason himself stole it, but it's a cool easter egg. Just look at Jason's chest in this shot, especially at tiny hairs on the chest. They look absolutely realistic. Right here we can see all the interior inside the house that is Jason driving by, and pay attention to his chain. It moves as well, because in GTA 5 all that clothing items were just static, but here we can see a chain moving. Alien mysteries are back in the game. Pay attention to the number on a cash register. It could actually be a cheat code, so there is a possibility that we could use our phone to put that number in and something would happen. And also look at when Jason opened cash register, the coins as well as money move accordingly, they react and they have their own physics. We can see some NPCs doing roadworks, which will make the game feel much more realistic and immersive. Jason has AirPods in his ears, and Jason is pressing 120 kilos. Barbell weighs 20 kilograms, and the weights are 100 kilograms as well. This is my favorite shot so far. Liquid inside beer bottles move accordingly to the way Jason moves. It's different for every bottle, and there are 6 of them. Right here we can see cops arresting people and having conflicts, something that we did not see in GTA 5, because in GTA 5 cops would just start shooting them. Even though it's a cutscene, but we can see a cop that moves keyboard and you can actually hear the sound of him moving it. Lucia's hair and t-shirt moves accordingly to the way she moves. Jason seems to be wearing Brian's Marine Works t-shirt, so it's a t-shirt that he uses for working, and it also has some dirt marks. And I have an interesting question. Is it dynamic? So is it always dirty, or could this be happening after some events? Obviously, we could get dirty in the game if we jump into dirt or some swamps, but here we can actually see that it's like part of a texture, but it could still be dynamic. In this shot you can actually see how everything reacts to the movement of Jason and Lucia. The pillow, the mattress, bed sheets, everything. In this scene, Lucia has MP5 in her hands without a scope. Jason also has MP5 but with a scope, so it means that we will have weapon customization in the game, but it wasn't a big mystery. Look at Jason's chain again, it moves accordingly to the way he moves. Pay attention to beers once again, they have bubbles inside and the liquid inside moves accordingly to the moves of Jason and Lucia. Jason's flip-flops are not glued to him, because in GTA 5 if you had flip-flops on your character or NPCs, they were glued to NPCs' feet. But now they actually have in physics as well. Right here we can see some boat parties going on. Right here we can see Lucia on public works. She has an ankle monitor, and we can understand that this is Lucia judging by the cape she's wearing, because it says Brian Boatworks and Marine. In this shot we can see Lucia wearing her iconic necklace that she wears almost in every shot, and in the previous one as well. It's a golden necklace in the form of a boxing glove, and it actually has a meaning. If we go to GTA 6 website, we know that Lucia's father taught her how to fight as soon as she could walk. Right here, pay attention to the glass stain in front of us. They make the picture behind them look a little blurry, which would happen in real life too. And look at every bottle. Those are individual models, and we can destroy them one by one. We can see some returning brands as Peace Wasser, Stronzo, Lager Beer, and the new one called Pendejo. If we look at the sign in the bar, it may actually hint that hurricanes will be part of the game. Right here we can see Jason that leaves his beer on the table and it still shakes a bit because of his fingers. We can also see a poster on the wall of some type of concert happening in the game, and we actually know one location where it could happen, the Rusty Anchor, because we have a screenshot of it. Right here we can see Lucia wearing the same dress from the first trailer. Look at this guy's face, he has scars on his mouth, and in the back we can see some type of video game discs or comics. Just look at textures on the wall and window, they look absolutely amazing. Right here we can see Jason and Brian as well as his wife in the back, whose name is Lori. This shot is happening on Vice City Beach, on Ocean Drive to be more exact. This motel by the name of Starlet Motel was in the leaks, and we can see a car on fire in the back. You can actually see that one of the wheels was blown off. Fight clubs from GTA 4 are back. Right here we can see all the women that are jogging and doing exercises on the street, and it could actually be a nod to Franklin's aunt. We can see helipads on buildings. Right here we can see some sparks from the safe which look absolutely amazing. NPCs taking a selfie. And pay attention to this NPC, it might actually not be a random one, because we can actually see someone close to him in the scene where Jason, Lucia and Carl are in the bar. Once again, you can see interiors inside the building. If you pay close attention, you can see that presidents on the couch match the same presidents from Red Dead Redemption 2. Right here we get our first look at a bunch of new and returning guns, and pay attention to beer again, we can see bubbles and condensation. We can also see a bunch of tools on the left side, and the presence of some type of PS5 and controllers as well as video game discs. It could mean that we could play games inside GTA 6 on a console, the same way as we had it in San Andreas. And just look at this crazy detail. Beer bottle distorts controller's light as it goes through it. When Lucia lies on top of Jason, couch moves a bit. Right here we can see Phil's ammunition, and this Phil that we see on the screen is actually not Phil Cassidy from GTA Vice City, for a number of reasons. The first one is that Phil Cassidy would be around 60 to 50 years old and maybe even older at the time GTA 6 takes place. Moreover, he was blonde and he had one arm, so it's definitely not him, but it is a cool Easter egg and throwback to GTA Vice City. And right here we can see Duke Arms Company. It is the one that we had in Red Dead Redemption 2. Right here we can see Jason going down a bit because of the incoming Dodo plane. Right here we can see that Lucy and Jason are in the same motel from trailer 1 and from the leaks as well. Also pay attention that she does not have an ankle monitor right here. Right here we can see Lucia trying to steal a Lambo from a movie truck, and if you pay attention the truck has Liberty City license plate. Right here we can see Jason driving a boat and Lucia shooting at a helicopter. Right here we can see a mini-mall that is located in Port Gellhorn, as well as Mariana County and Wisedale County. Right here we can see Carl shaking his beer, and it spills realistically. And in the very last shot we can see that we have separate lanes for bicycles. And that wraps up 60 things you might have missed in the second GTA 6 trailer. Some of these details are easy to overlook, but they tell us a lot about how deep and alive this game world is shaping up to be. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming breakdowns, theories and GTA 6 content. I've got more videos in the works, so stay tuned. Let me know in the comments which detail surprised you the most. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.